Hey, what up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame show. As the Lakers face the San Antonio Spurs today at 5:30 Pacific time. Welcome to the live stream. So, I've been getting a lot of questions asked about the whole Carmelo Anthony ordeal, and as far as that goes, let's just put them to rest because it's confirmed the Lakers are not interested in Carmelo. So that's really not even really a topic, right? Would LeBron like to play with his friends? Sure. But is that ever going to happen? Probably not. We're pretty much stacked at the forward position, and we got versatile forwards that can do what Carmelo can do plus more, and that can actually defend. So we have to win today, though. Going back to the Spurs game, we cannot take our foot off the gas pedal because this is the Spurs, and as long as they got a head coach by the name of Greg Popovich, I don't care what the record is. We have to take them serious. So, and especially in San Antonio. So we got to show up today. And the worst part is that your boy Brandon Ingram is injured. Who knows how long he's going to be out for? But no updates on that yet. But he is injured at least probably for this week. So it'll be interesting to see how we adapt. We did, however, call up Isaac Bonga, right, from the G League, who's been hooping as of late. I heard he's shooting over 40% from beyond the arc, averaging like 14 points, which, again, for the G League is standard. But I would love to see if he's grown any since the last time he's played in NBA. So maybe tonight he'll get a shot, depending on foul trouble. We'll see what Luke is feeling, and we'll go from there. But, hey, shout out from London. What's up, brother? Shout out to you, man. He said, we're going to have to compensate for Brandon Ingram's, since he's not there, we're going to have to compensate, and we're going to need Josh Hart. Probably is going to start. I hope he would. I would be irate if he goes with KCP to start. But hopefully Josh Hart starts tonight. And, again, I would like to see the kid Bonga play some minutes since he has some length. That was a smart move, I believe, by the front office to bring him up because, as you guys recall, we were killed the last game by Rudy Gay and DeMar DeRozan. So if he starts killing Josh Hart or whoever's guarding him there at the 2 again, I'm sure we can throw out some length and size, maybe Isaac Bonga, throw him into the fire, see what he could do defensively. Who knows? We'll see. He said, Dan, you putting the poll on the jacket? Yes, I will. Remind me again before this video ends. I will do the poll and see if you guys want to do the jacket, man. If you guys want me to wear the jacket today, I got you. He said, hello, Dan. Are you wearing your lucky jacket? We need this win today. You know what, Shinora? I'll tell you what. Again, I'm going to put up the poll, and if you guys vote it through, then you got it. I'll switch this jacket for the Laker lucky jacket and hopefully bring us the most luck. But I think the Lakers will be in good hands as long as two things happen again. The same keys as last game. LeBron has to go over 30, especially on the road, in my opinion, and there needs to be a secondary scorer. I hope it's Kuzma or even Josh Hart that could at least get in the 20s because we're going to need as much scoring as we possibly can. Unless our defense comes from the set and, they get everything on point, then we're going to be good regardless. But I think San Antonio plays even better at home. And we got to be ready to show up again. No Brandon Ingram. Isaac Bonga is good to go. And we'll see how we adapt. He said, I feel like Wagner should be our backup power forward and get solid minutes. I think in due time, he's going to win that away from Beasley or whoever is there. So I think in due time, he definitely will. Right now, he's just going to get garbage minutes. He's still not 100% healthy. You can see it when he moves his feet defensively, he's still a half step slow. But that's all right. Let's bring him along slowly. The kid shows potential. He has a lot of heart. I love his attitude. That's the number one thing. And we'll see where he goes from there. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, and first-round picks will be traded for AD. You can count on it, Dan. I hope not, Alex, because I really like the way Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, the young core, has been playing. But if we do get Anthony Davis, I hope it's for a package that doesn't gut the roster and doesn't take us away from our ball handlers and makes LeBron be the primary ball handler, which will in turn, wear him down the stretch of the season. So we got to consider everything when it comes to a trade, the fact that we're playing good right now, the fact that the young guys continue to develop and their future is bright, and also the fact that if we trade Anthony Davis, that'll leave us with a bunch of forwards. And what about the guards, right? So we have to consider everything in any potential trade, per se. Vincent has the right idea. I see you, brother. He said, I hope we don't get Melo. He sucks. Yeah, again, I think those are just rumors that agents float out there because we are the Lakers and they're probably trying to get their player on the team. But it's we already have 15 roster spots taken. Who are we need cut out, right? I just don't see it. He said that he has to have no other point guards. He said we don't really need to trade. 2019 free agent class is deep. Worst case scenario, we'll still be better than this year, considering all 1 year free agent contracts. I agree. We really don't have to make any trades. We're already in the hunt for the playoffs. So that's really what the goal is this year's playoffs and playoff experience. Next year, I think will be the true championship measure. But when you're a Laker fan, you're a Laker, you expect championships every year. So I love the team like it is. Me too, brother. Me too, Giovanni. Absolutely. Yeah, Dan Luke said he's planning to have Bron and Zoe on the floor for the most of the night because of injuries. That's actually a good idea. So I commend him on that. That's smart. We got to have a primary ball handler that can run the offense for the most part. Dan, what up, fan? How you feeling today, bro? I'm feeling good. Got out of work on time. Went out for some Christmas shopping for my little niece, nephew, and family members. So I'm feeling good, man. He said, hey, what's up, Brian? He said, next year will be our year. I'm just being realistic. Well, every year's our year, man. Every year we're going to cheer for the Lakers, so that's all good. Dan, would you trade KCP and Beasley for Ariza? KCP and Beasley for Ariza. I like Trevor Ariza. I just don't think the contracts match. KCP's worth 18 by itself. So we would have to make it match salary-wise. And I think if they are going to trade KCP, it's going to be in a bigger deal for a bigger piece. But we'll see. We'll see. The way that they, constructed that contract is to attach it to a piece like a young player, just in case we do want to go out for that superstar like Anthony Davis. So I think Ariza is a smaller fish, to fry. He said KCP is not worth the money. Well, he's a 1-year deal. He's pretty much a placeholder. So Magic and Rob know what they're doing when they make deals like that. Trust me, those aren't long-term options. Those are just placeholders for something bigger to come. And I think free agency is going to be that. 18 mil was last year? I could have sworn they gave him another 18 mil. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to double check that. Only 12 million. Oh, okay. Oh, Ariza's making 18 mil. Either way, again, I think Ariza is a placeholder for a bigger deal. Either way, if he's making 12 mil, it's still a lot of money. I don't think Ariza would be that deal that puts us over the top. So probably not. I mean, I like Ariza. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the same player he was, when he last played for Houston or even the Lakers before that. So how much of an impact can he make? He can make somewhat of an impact defensively off the bench, but how much exactly of an impact? What are you trading for, right? But again, I don't know how Magic and Rob are thinking. Ariza's not somebody that I would target as a primary trade piece. I'm thinking if I'm trading for a role player, it has to be somebody who's a primary shooter. But we'll see. Dan, what do you think of Lonzo's rumors and others for John Wall? Those are false rumors. You guys have to be careful what media source you're listening to these rumors from, right? There's some basketball websites. Like if you're listening to certain basketball websites that aren't really legit or don't have any credible sources, they're fake rumors. They just clickbait. So, whenever you Google Laker trade rumors or anything like that, you're going to get a whole bunch of clickbait. Unless it's coming from Yahoo or Bleacher Report or Adrian Wojnarowski himself or Shams, it's not going to, it's not going to be legit. So the John Wall rumors, I am sure they're not even real. I mean, that's probably something that was floated out there by John Wall's camp because they're probably trying to get out of Washington or even from the Washington Wizards organization. Man, that deal is looking horrible by the year, and he's on schedule to make close to $100 million by the end of his deal. He's not worth that much money. So, I mean, I'm sure they'd probably trade John Wall for a salary dump at this point. If somebody could throw in a second-round pick and a salary dump, I'm sure they'd trade him. But we'll see. GMs have confirmed it. What GMs? It definitely wasn't our GM. That's for sure. Dan, what about those rumors that the trades by the Lakers for Anthony Davis in the works? Again, careful whatever sources you read it from, because at the end of the day, yeah, that's something that's possible. But the chances on that, if I had to put a percentage on that, it's probably higher for the Pelicans to ask for a deal from us than us from them. You understand what I'm saying? based on where the standings are. So, I mean, if the Pelicans were smart, they try to, milk that cow and get everything they can for Anthony Davis, because he's going to walk next summer when he becomes a free agent. Absolutely. So, I wouldn't worry if I'm a Laker fan. The Pelican fans should worry. Can they get a future back in return for Anthony Davis, who's probably going to walk because they can never build a contender around him? That's their problem to have, not ours. We're actually about to compete this year, and we have cap space next year. And, the pressure's not on us to make a blockbuster deal. Even LeBron said he's in it for the long run. So we're in the driver's seat right now. He said, "You're absolutely right, Dan. If the rumor doesn't make any sense, then you most likely take it with a grain of salt. No need to think about it, every single rumor." Absolutely. And that's why I really don't bring up every rumor unless it's legit reported by a mainstream media source or the go-to guys. So, if it's legit, if it's a legit rumor, you better believe I'm going to be the first one to drop a video. Like if let's say the day of December 15th, when all the contracts become eligible for trade, if Wojnarowski reports that the Lakers are in heavy talks for Anthony Davis or something like that, I'm dropping a breaking news video right away to let you guys know and to give you guys my thoughts. However, as of right now, we're in the driver's seat, and we're going to continue to get better and better and better. And let's just enjoy the team for what it is. Let's not worry too much about trades for now, since we're winning, right? But again, anything could change at any moment. It's a long season, and you just never know. Dan, I believe we should just be patient. On another thing, I'm admitting I'm eating my words on Lonzo and BI. Oh, it's all good, man. We've all been wrong at some point. Nobody's perfect. As long as you're a better man and you start seeing the light, that's all. That's what we're here for, man. Because I'd like to see Mo play some Mo minutes tonight. I like what you did there with the Mo minutes. Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice, but it's going to have to be a blowout, I think, in order for Mo, or foul trouble for Mo to get some playing time, because the coach just doesn't trust him yet, from what I've seen. Dan, would KD joining LA ruin the league? Probably. It definitely would for everybody else, not for us. Because KD and LeBron still in his prime, that would really be unstoppable. I don't think anybody would stop us. So, yeah, just like the Warriors ruined the league, I think that would definitely ruin the league for everybody else. But not for us. We'd be happy because we'd be adding banners, At the end of the day, yes, KD, you can call him a snake, you can call him a snitch, cupcake, all those, names, but he is a winner, and he is a beast, and he is one of the most prototypical type players that we've seen in the 21st century. Somebody that could just take over, 6'10", can handle the ball like a guard. I mean, he's deadly. So let's not mince our words here when we say KD is a real deal. Regardless of what you might think of him personally, He said, what people talk about, the opposite happens. That's true, Joseph. Most of the times, the rumors you never hear about, are the ones that end up happening. Like the stuff, again, I always go back to the Pau Gasol trade. When that went down, nobody knew he was headed to the Lakers. Like, not even a couple of days before that. Like, nobody was talking about that. Nobody even mentioned it. I remember tuning into ESPN to hear about rumors because our boy Andrew Bynum had gotten injured, and I wanted to see if the Lakers were going to do anything around that time. And I remember all of a sudden, boom, the bombshell was dropped. Same thing with the Chris Paul deal. Nobody was really talking about that when it happened. It happened. Unfortunately, it got vetoed. But either way, bottom line is you never hear about this stuff happening. And all of a sudden, boom, just like that. Today, there was a trade too. George Hill for Dellavedova. Nobody ever talks about role players besides the point, though. The point is that nobody saw that deal coming either. So there's some trades that are kind of, or even free agent moves that we can see from a mile away, like the LeBron James one that we called on this channel a year before it happened, right? With him buying the second house, with him looking at schools for his children in LA. Come on, the writing was on the wall. But then, for the most part, trades or free agent signings that you don't hear about are the ones that tend to happen for the most part. I'd say 75% of the time is stuff we don't even know about. So, but that's kind of exciting. It's like waking up for Christmas and opening up a present, you get something you didn't expect, right? So to me, that's always exciting, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. Element of surprise. Every season is different. Comes with new twists and turns, new drama, new players asking for a trade. Who knows? Maybe the day of tomorrow, Kyrie will ask for a trade. I mean, I doubt it, but I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if that happens, that'll turn the NBA upside down, because I'm sure some teams would be shaking their roster trying to get a hold of him, or you just never know. Or maybe AD finally says, you know what, I've had enough. I'm shaving the unibrow. and the bird on his forehead flies away. Anything is possible, guys. So, that's why I love the NBA. It's just the element of surprise. And you just wake up every morning. It's like a Christmas present. You open up your Twitter and you wonder if something went down. So I love it, man. I know you guys love it too. That's why we tune in. And that's why you guys tune into the channel. So we could talk some basketball. He said, I have a strong feeling BI will be back with Randall soon. It's an interesting feeling for sure. Keep the young core together for the rest of the season. That's right. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Willie. Jesse, you funny, bro. You caught that, didn't you? He said, who will you offer a mid-level contract to next year after getting max contracts? Well, we got to look at whatever role players are on the free agent list. Again, I haven't looked down that far yet. I'm focused on this season, and I'm enjoying what's going on this season so far. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there, man. You better believe I'm gonna drop a video, top 5 free agents we should go after, just in case we miss on max free agents and stuff like that. I'm always good at that during the summer. I focus my energy into making different kinds of videos. So right now we got plenty of entertainment with the season. That's why I really haven't dropped any mixes or anything like that. Plus I've been working, but more is coming soon. So stay tuned. And if you already haven't, please subscribe, guys. Dan, if we trade for AD, KCP has to be involved to make salaries match, but he has a no-trade clause in his contract. Well, this is where the kingpin that is Magic Johnson will pull him to the side and sit him down and threaten him or something. Be like, hey, man, you better sign on a dotted line. You better release that, that no-trade clause. You better waive it or else, or else you're going to get the little dang treatment and get benched, and we're going to mess with your money. Nah, I'm just playing. That's too far. But bottom line is, I'm sure Magic, and then we'll talk him, into signing that. So, yep, keep the roster together unless there's an offer you can't refuse for AD. Absolutely. I don't think KCP has a no-trade clause. I don't know. Some people say he does. Some people say he doesn't. I honestly don't care about KCP that much to even look into it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens come trade deadline. You said he would just tell him you have a better opportunity to raise your worth somewhere else. Absolutely. He might even start elsewhere. You never know. Dan, who would have a better career, Booker or Ingram? Oh, that's a hard question. Well, Booker gets injured a lot. So by default, I'm going to go Brandon Ingram, even though he's injured right now. But every time I see Booker start taking off, unfortunately for him, he gets an injury. But I do like Brandon Ingram's potential so much, even though Booker is the better shooter scorer right now. But overall, better overall player to me is the one who can do multiple things. And that's why I picked Brandon Ingram, putting all bias aside, But who knows? I could be wrong. We'll see. Time will tell. Ingram's not just a defender. He's also a playmaker. He's a slasher. He can do a little bit of everything. I think he's so underrated. Ingram might be the most underrated young piece in the league. That, when we talk about young cores, they'll talk about Karl Towns. They'll talk about Giannis. They'll talk about, certain players, but they'll always leave out Brandon Ingram. They'll talk about Booker. But he's underrated, and that's okay. Let him fly under the radar. That way when he spreads his wings, everybody's going to be shocked except for us. So that's the best part, guys. We see it coming before it happens. He said, I think LeBron and Curry are the only no-trade clauses in the NBA at the moment. That's an interesting comment. We'll see. Honestly, that's nothing to look into like that. But bottom line is, if a deal does go through, it's most likely going to include KCP. And I'm sure he won't block the trade if he has that power, because then he'll just look like the biggest jerk in LA. So, but we'll see. You just never know. That would be a story for sure. Imagine we get the Anthony Davis trade for KCP and a couple of young pieces and draft picks, and KCP blocks the trade. Ooh, that would not be a good look for the Lakers. That would not be a good look for the front office, because now you're going to have a bunch of young players that are disgruntled, similar to the Lamar Odom situation back in the day, right? So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be worst case scenario. But I'm sure, again, Magic and Rob are there. I trust them. They're going to do their homework. They're going to do their due diligence before we even make a trade like that. So we'll see. He said, Anthony Davis is too fragile and soft. I ain't trading nobody for him. Develop our young core. Haste makes waste. I don't know about the fragile and soft part, but I do agree with keeping a young core. But let's be real. Anthony Davis is the unibrow. I mean, he has that nickname for a reason, and you don't make fun of the nickname. Like, that's a nickname worthy of making fun of. But he's such a beast that you take him serious. You're like, oh, the unibrow. You're not like giggling around when you hear the unibrow, right? So that tells you what kind of beast that is. He could take like a unworthy nickname and turn it around to something serious. So the brow is serious. Sadly, Ingram is an odd man out. Lakers play better when he's on the bench and the heart is in. I don't think I agree with that. We really missed him the last game versus San Antonio. We really couldn't defend for lick at the shooting guard position when he was out. So that's the main thing we missed from him is length and versatility. But Josh Hart sometimes does fit in simply because he could shoot. He's a better catch and shoot right now at this point. But Ingram, I have no doubt in him, man. He can get better and better. Yeah, the Cavs just made a minor trade, but I mean, it's a minor trade. I mean, George Hill isn't really going to change anybody's team at this point of his career. Am I having deja vu? I could have sworn we just played the Spurs recently. Nah, that's the way the NBA schedule makers wanted you to feel, bro. Don't even worry about it. He said, Dan, have you already talked about LeBron wanting Carmelo to join the Lakers? Yeah, I pretty much touched on the subject earlier, but it's irrelevant because as today, the rumors are reporting that, there's no truth to that rumor. LeBron hasn't went to the front office and said nothing. This is just people speculating, trying to move pieces around. Probably Carmelo's camp. So, maybe Carmelo's camp wants to get another shot, and they're like, oh, they floated it that LeBron wants him on the team, and now Magic and Rob probably had to call LeBron to confirm, and LeBron said, I said no such thing, but it's up to you guys if you want to add him. I don't know. Dan, our offense does slow down with BI and Bron together specifically, but we're definitely better overall with him than without him. Yeah, I mean, that's all right. If our offense slows down, it's because we don't run a lot of half-court sets. Everything's in transition. So it's all good. Hey, what's up, Frank? Davis is the best big man in the NBA and one of the best two-way players. I agree with that, except when he went up against Joel Embiid, Joel kind of sunned him and kind of said, pass the torch and snatch that title off of Anthony Davis. And I think right now, Joel is looking like the future best center in the league. So that's all I got to say about that. Hey, what's up, Manuel? How you doing, bro? What's up, Dan? Great way to start my Friday after work. Hey, Ivan, shout out to you, brother. Hardworking man. Hey, once you get off, just enjoy your day, bro. I'm right there with you, man. I worked in the morning, got off, again, went Christmas shopping, and then now I'm here with you guys. So always working, but I love what I do, so let's keep it up. What if KD and Leonard went to the Clippers? Then KD and Leonard want to ruin their careers. I mean, that's up to them. If they want to ruin their careers like that, what have the Clippers ever accomplished? Not a damn thing. They haven't even been out of the Western Conference Finals. They haven't even been to the Western Conference Finals. So, I mean, and then come on. You really want to sport a jersey with a beach volleyball as your logo and a retarded-looking, bird? Excuse my language. But, ridiculous-looking dodo bird that looks similar to the owner. I mean, come on now. I wouldn't want to rock that disgusting beach volleyball jersey. They're playing the wrong sport. So, I mean, Lakers, Clippers, they're not even in the screen. Down here, they're down here. Let's be real. Dan, be honest. Do you see a spot for Carmelo Anthony in LA? Yeah, I mean, if he wants to come down, he could be a sports broadcaster. There's plenty of spots for him. He could come out in commercials, maybe make a little cameo in the movie, sure. But in the Lakers, no. If I'm honestly speaking, we got Kuzma there. We got Brandon Ingram when healthy there. We got Lance there. We got Michael Beasley. We got Mo Wagner. We got too many forwards. So, again, I believe this was a rumor floated out by Carmelo's camp because he's trying to, get his way out to the Lakers, but he messed up. See, that's one thing I noticed. Karma comes all the way around to bite you. Look, Carmelo passed on the Lakers, went to the Knicks, right? Or, yeah, he went to the Knicks. So that was a mistake on his part. Not because I don't like the Knicks, simply because he could have been a Laker and he passed on the opportunity. Sometimes those opportunities don't come around twice, right? Those are once-in-a-lifetime type opportunities that free agents this summer should consider. You pass on the Lakers, that opportunity might not come again. Just ask Paul George. It's not coming back to him. And right now he's in his honeymoon suite, all this good stuff. But watch, when reality strikes and they never win a championship, and then Russell Westbrook yelling at him and he's yelling at Russ, he's going to think of LA. And when we're, raising that trophy, he's going to really think of LA. So, again, certain players, you don't think DeMar DeRozan wishes he would have signed with LA instead of going back to Toronto? I'm telling you, certain players, they shoot themselves in the foot with these ridiculous decisions. And the main reason they didn't come here was because Mitch and Jim were at the helm. Same thing with LaMarcus and all these guys, right? But it is what it is. You made your bet, now you got to lie in it. That's what I say. You will never pass on a great franchise like the Lakers, ever. So that's all I got to say. In free agents, I mean, they should learn from other free agents' past mistakes. He said, LMAO, I mean, KD and Kawhi together on the Clippers, especially how the Clippers have been playing, that's not a good thing for us. Trust me, man. They would have to give up half of their roster just to get those two to clear cap space. Bottom line is, that's not going to happen. That's a pipe dream. The Clippers will be lucky to get, Tobias Harris to re-sign there when his contract is up. I mean, honestly, this is as good as the Clippers are going to look, and I expect them to start losing soon because they are the Clippers. They're just riding the hot streak right now. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sidewalk University TV? What's up, brother? He said, I hope the Suns buy out Trevor Ariza's contract so we can sign him for a bench role. That would be great signing. Now, that would be a good signing if they buy him out. Now, as far as trading for him, I'm just not sure what would be a fair exchange. Expecting a big game from Zoe. I'm very pleased with Lonzo Ball. There hasn't been one single hater in the comment section for like 5 games now. And that's all due to Lonzo, man. So shout out to Lonzo for hooping. I hope he continues to shut him up and just show everybody that there's more value to his game than just stats, than meets the eye. So, hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, brother? He said, Bucks just got George Hill from the Cavs for Delly, Henson, and picks. Yeah, man, I covered that earlier. It's kind of irrelevant. It's a minor trade. Honestly, I think the Cavs are just trying to add salary to add draft picks because they don't really have many assets. So that's all. It's the slippers. Yep, the slippers, man. They're garbage. Would you give up Lance for Ariza? I like Lance Stevenson. I'm not ready to give up on him yet. He brought a lot to the Lakers, especially starting the season. He helped us win a couple of games when he got hot. So I can't wait to see what he does in the playoffs. And I think he's more mobile, more versatile than Ariza, even though Ariza is bigger, lankier, and probably a better overall, defender as far as playing the passing lanes. But I like Lance. If we can just add Ariza without giving up Lance, I'll be happy with that. Hey, what's up, Straightforward? He said, I trade 2 seconds in Zoo for Ariza. I don't want to give up draft picks, man. They're worth a lot nowadays. You see, we can get guys that can make an impact now in the second round. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Dan, the Lakers should have demoted Luke to get Mike Budenholzer. Again, that's a topic that I'm not going to talk about today. It's just too controversial. We'll wait to see him screw up before we bring that up again. But for now, we're going to rock because the Lakers are winning. So we're just going to let them rock and just keep moving forward. He said, Dan, who would you want for the Lakers, Ariza, Ross, or Justin Holiday? Ooh, I like Justin because he's young. He has a lot of potential. But I do like Terrence Ross as far as contributing now. Somebody who can come off the bench, hit some big-time shots, and slash for us. So that would be awesome. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. Lakers, Spurs, don't miss it. 5:30 Pacific time. And catch me right here for the post-game recap. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys after the game. Let's get this dub, baby. Let's get it.